G'day everybody, it's BillyTaBoil here, and today we're starting with this episode with some exciting news. We have unlocked this little science node, which gives us the Terrier engine, the LV909. Now, the LV909 is a more efficient rocket engine. It's not very good in the atmosphere, but it's pretty good in space. So hopefully, we'll be finally able to orbit. And now we're ready to launch. So basically I whipped up this little rocket and well, I won't explain it. Actually, I'll just launch the bloody thing. Check on SAS and off we go. And maybe now I'll do a bit of explaining. So basically we just got two of these little solid rocket boosters, which should give us a bit of speed and height and all that lovely jazz. And then our main little engine will launch, and then we have this upper stage of chill orbit. And now I'm just going to separate the booster because we run out of fuel and engage our second stage, and a little bit of a nice explosion. I might clarify for you, Charles, what a nice explosion is. A nice explosion is pretty much an explosion that, doesn't impair our mission. Anyway, up and away! And now we're just commencing our gravity turn. We're going to turn towards 90 degrees, and the reason why we're turning towards 90 degrees is, well, for two main reasons. The first, I'm just gonna switch to map view, is, the Space Center, which is where we're launching from, is located on the equator, which is really handy, because the moon, as you can see, is also on the equator. The second reason is because Kerbin rotates in an anti-clockwise way, so when you burn towards the right 90 degrees, you will gain some of that extra speed, velocity, because Kerbin's turning that way, so it's easy to turn with the planet than away from the planet, you know, whatever. And separation of the second stage and our final little stage, engine LV909. And, you can really tell that the thrust of this engine is much less than the other one. If you look at the velocity indicator, you can see that the rate of acceleration is much less. Anyway, we're just gonna check out some of the mystery goo and some of the other science modules, see if we can get any other science, but it doesn't look like it. How about the pressure map? Does it have anything? Yeah, there we go. Get some nice juicy science. Temperature, I think we've already done one. Oh no, there we go. We can get some nice juicy science from the temperature as well. Why am I talking like this? I don't know. Anyway, now that we're in space, maybe we can do a little bit more science. Jebediah, Jeb, my man, tell me, now that you're in space, do you feel enlightened? Oh, yeah, you do. Looks like we're very much in space. I agree. I very much agree. Get some nice science, see if we can do anything else. Let's open our service bay. Oh, I didn't mention this before, but the service bay is like this little, bay where you can put stuff in it. So when you re-enter, you go up, you don't, explode it due to heating and stuff. It's just a way to protect stuff, okay? It's cool. It's really cool. Anyway, we're going to burn our engines a little more to make our orbit, and hopefully everything goes well. Maybe we can have a look at our press map. Yeah, get some more science from that. Temperature scan. I'm pretty sure we have done one of these before in our last mission. I don't remember. But yeah, okay, looks like we've done it. That's cool. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Well, not really upwards, sideways. Upwards, sideways and onwards. And we're getting pretty close to an orbit here. And yes, we've done it. We've done it. And a few contracts, let's see. Orbit Kerbin, yes, we've achieved that goal. Yes, we have. Yes, indeed. Yes, man. Lovely, lovely mission into space. 76 science? Wow! Look at that! Got 10 science. Yeah, that's beautiful and great. And parts, we get 2,000 refunded. That's great. Jeb's advanced to level 1 and is ready for our next assignment. This is great. Okay, guys, in the grand scheme of things, I've come to the decision to research basic science, because this will give us a few experiments, sorry, and batteries, which will be useful, definitely. And maybe then we can go for aviation to do some of those below 18,000 career reports and science research and all that whatnot. Lovely jazz. And I think that I don't think there really is much here that we want to accept. I mean, where do these tourists want to go? They just want to go suborbital. See, we could have done something like that. We could have. I don't really want to now, but we could have. Is it worthwhile doing? Do we need money? Nah, I don't think that's the one to go for right now. Not now, at least. Maybe later. Oh, DSN. Oh, that would be the transmission. Let's see. Patriconics visual map. That would be useful for making maneuver notes. I think you need to upgrade the mission control as well. Yeah, flight planning. That will allow us to get maneuver notes, and as you can see, that has taken a bit of a hit on our lovely science. No, money. Sorry, we need money. Oh, damn it. We just made a spacecraft and it's too heavy. Well, we need to upgrade the launch pad. And we're back. And we're back in a spacecraft that should look pretty familiar, because basically it's still Orbit 3, but I just removed the little service bay and added some bigger boosters. And well, looks like we're all hunky-dory to go. I named this Charles 3 after a very sick lad, indeed. And Jebediah Kerman's looking pretty excited. And I had to upgrade the launch pad because our spacecraft was too heavy. And we're engaging a CS. And 3, 2, 1-ish launch. Fingers crossed this will fly and not blow up or anything horrible like that, because that'll be terrible. Okay, plot twist, I'm actually recording this post-commentary because I was getting this really annoying clicking sound and I didn't really know how to fix it. So, yeah. And looks like the bigger boosters were worth it, because we're just detaching them now and we're 13,000 meters above the ground. Awesome. Fantastic. Right, now let's make our gravity turn and get into orbit. Okay, and now when I recorded this the first time, I was talking about my concerns of whether or not I was actually going to make it to the moon. But basically, I'm sorry Charles, but here is where I do a little bit more orbital explanation. So as I'm making my maneuver now, I will get an intersect about now. As you can see, I've sort of come in currently, like if I do that, execute that burn, then the moon's gravity will assist me to sort of fling me out of the Kerbin system. Actually, right now, my trajectory would just make me smash into the moon. But, hang on. If I just move it bigger, yeah, now you can see clearly that the moon's is assisting me and giving me some momentum. But if I keep on going even more, then I'll end up on the other side of the moon, like the front side of the moon, which will slow down my spaceship, which will, in effect, mean that I'm more likely to come back down to Earth. And yeah, just got to do a bit more tweaking to figure out the ideal orbit, and here we go. I think we do a pretty good job, really. We flew here. Now the question is whether or not I'll have enough fuel to execute the maneuver node. And really, I am not sure if I'll have enough fuel to execute it. But anyway, we made a maneuver node which we're happy with now. Our periaps after we fly by the moon is around 20,000 meters, perhaps being the lowest point in orbit, which means that that's well in the atmosphere. So when I come back from the moon, I will be slowed down by the atmosphere more, which means that basically after multiple round around the Earth we go, curving we go, we'll slow down enough to we'll land. That's the idea. I'm sure that none of that really made much sense, but don't worry about it. It's not that important. Charles, you're probably wondering if it's not that important, why am I talking about it? Well, 'cause I can. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Charles. I really am. Anyway, now we're firing our rockets and executing the maneuver node, and I'm actually really concerned right now because we're running low on fuel. And if we screw this up, if we sort of get into the moon's sphere of influence, but don't quite burn enough that we end up on the other side of the moon, you'll see what I mean by other side. It's sort of complicated. I'll show you sometime, Charles. It's okay. Then the moon will assist me. Like, I'll become from behind the moon, and because I'm coming from behind the moon's gravity will pull me, right? As it pulls me, I will gain some of the momentum from the moon, which means that I'll get flung. I'll be accelerated. But if I come on from the other side, then the moon will slow me down because I'm coming from the other side. And because I'm slowing down, then my periaps will get lower and all that jazz. And look at that. Come on. In terms of close calls, this is pretty good. I think, look how much fuel we've got. And, yeah, we'll make it. Come on, no way. Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of our node now so that I can have a look and fine-tune our periaps. I'm just going to burn a little bit more, and perfect. So now, after we fly by the moon, we're going to come back and sweet, beautiful, lovely... I'm happy with this because I've never planned a mission this well in my life. And the amount of fuel that we have left. And I don't have Kerbal Engineer, which is a mod which helps me calculate my delta V, change in velocity. I'm saying a lot of things right now, but that's sort of important to know your delta V when you're planning large missions. But I totally fluked this mission, yeah, but it's cool. It's cool. And now all we need to do is warp to the moon, and... lovely. We're in the sphere of influence of the moon. Isn't it beautiful? We can't even see the moon because I have the camera pointed the wrong way. And we've completed the contract parameter of getting into the sphere of influence, some world first milestones. And hang on, we need to gather scientific data. So, Jeb, how are you feeling, mate? Let's see what you've got to say. Will this count? Let's transmit our crew report back. And yeah, that does count as science from the moon. Fantastic. So now all we have to do is fly a little spaceship back to Kerbin. And it'll be all hunky-dory. But come on, this is pretty fantastic. If you look at how much fuel we've got left, we planned this pretty well. Or fluked it pretty well. Yeah, look, that's a tiny amount of fuel. Well, it's all pretty. Yeah. Well, now we just warp, speed up time, and head on home. It's lovely. Oh, you know what I should do? I should look at the moon. Oh, I should have looked at the moon. Hang on, I'll do a bit of a sneaky right now. Come on. Yeah, where moon? Ah, there you are. Beautiful. But now it's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, moon. Well, that's all the time I've got today, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video of Kerbal Space Program. If you did, then feel free to leave a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, so then you'll be notified when I upload another Kerbal Space Program video. Anyway, it's been BillyTaBoil. Goodbye, Charles.